Lexington police officer faces charges tonight. Police accuse him of improper behavior during an arrest.
And I wanted to be able to continue what she started.
A Central Kentucky man's tribute to a woman killed while riding her bike will take him across the country.
And we're learning more about a proposal to build a new multi-use sports complex in the Lexington area.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 11.
Good evening on this Friday. Tonight, a Lexington police officer finding himself on the wrong side of the law. He has been suspended because of something police say happened during an arrest.
Police say Officer James Norris also faces charges connected to the incident last month. Garrett Weimer has been tracking this investigation all day. He has the very latest in our top story at 11.
Norris is suspended with pay after police say he acted, quote, improperly while making an arrest last month. We obtained Norris's personnel file through an open records request with the Lexington Division of Police, but it shows no previous complaints against the officer now facing charges. To the contrary, much of the file includes positive letters from his superiors and from the public. Norris even received the Commander's Commendation Award 2 years ago. But police say their investigation found that Officer Norris harassed and intimidated a suspect, saying he made, quote, forceful physical contact with that suspect while making an arrest on January 13th. Norris joined Lexington Police in December 2007. The division released a statement on the investigation saying, in part, Lexington Police leadership takes very seriously reports of officer behavior that does not meet agency standards and guidelines. Officer Norris has been stripped of all police responsibilities and put on paid leave until his case can go through the court system or until police administration determine his future with the department. In downtown Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Norris is charged with harassment and official misconduct, both misdemeanors. Court documents expected to be filed overnight should provide more details about what led to the charges.
Tonight, we're tracking the investigation into an assault in Berea that left a man seriously injured. It happened this afternoon along Haytie Road. Berea police say that 48-year-old Freddie Gibbs suffered a cut to the throat during the assault. Police say he was taken to UK hospital with life-threatening injuries, but they also say he was talking to paramedics. His condition is not known tonight. Police do not have any information on possible suspects. Turning a tragedy into something that can help other people, a Lexington man is preparing for a unique trip. He plans to ride his bicycle from coast to coast, and he's doing it in honor of a woman who died while riding her bicycle in Scott County last year. New at 11, Kristen Kennedy tells us about this special mission.
Aaron Opegard didn't know Jamie Roberts.
I never met her, but we actually went to the same school up in Maryland. It's a small private Montessori school.
That small connection made long ago prompted Opegard to start his journey where hers tragically ended. Last summer, she was traveling from Baltimore to Portland, raising money for the Ulman Cancer Fund for young adults. Her team was riding through Scott County, and she was working on her bike on the side of the road when a driver hit her.
It was such a selfless sacrifice. She was giving up, 2.5 months of her life to bike across the country, to meet with all these people that are going through a cancer struggle right now. And even leading up to it, she had fundraised $5,000 to donate to this cause. And so it was a really admirable thing she was doing, and I was really struck by the sadness of her passing, and I wanted to be able to continue what she started.
Opegard set an $8,000 fundraising goal, and he'll hold an event here at West 6th Brewery next week to raise that amount to give to the Ulman Cancer Fund.
And I've gotten all these donations and comments from strangers, and that's just been a really heartwarming thing to be able to see the Lexington community come together in that way.
So far, Opegard has raised more than $2,300 for a cause a girl he never met inspired him to join. In Lexington, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
Opegard's Cycling for a Cause fundraiser will be next Sunday the 15th. His journey with 4K for Cancer begins on June 1st. He'll ride from Baltimore to Seattle.
Tonight, Eastern Kentucky University's president is responding to a threat found on campus earlier this week. EKU police issued a public safety alert after a message found in a bathroom of Combs Hall implied there would be gun violence on campus February 11th. In a letter sent to students and staff today, EKU President Michael Benson said there are no plans to close campus or cancel classes on the 11th, but he says it is up to each individual faculty member whether to hold classes that day. And he says students and faculty members will not be punished if they choose not to stick to their normal class schedules on the 11th. Benson says there will be increased security on campus that day. At last check, police had not made any arrests for that threat. Tonight, investigators are looking into a fight involving some students near a Lexington school. Fayette County school leaders tell us police had to be called after 5 students got into a fight on a bus outside Bryan Station High School this afternoon. School leaders say police used pepper spray to break up that fight. No one was injured. School leaders say they're looking into possible charges because of that fight.
Tonight, an unusual mystery has been solved in Lincoln County. Some people living along Highway 2141 reported finding pill bottles cut in half, wrapped in aluminum foil, and then nailed to the ground outside their homes. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office investigated, but it turns out a school bus driver marking his bus route put the bottles in the ground. School leaders say he was using vitamin containers, and the foil was to catch the light from his headlights in the early morning hours. Tonight, we've learned an economic impact study is in the works for a new multi-use sports complex in Lexington. The Bluegrass Sports Commission says it's raised $25,000 for the study. Board members say that's the first step in making the complex a reality. You're looking at renderings of what it could look like. The complex would include space for baseball, soccer, lacrosse, and football fields, along with biking and walking trails. The commission says a potential site for the complex is near the intersection of Versailles and Parkers Mill Roads. Board members hope to have a final report from the study by this summer.
The Sport, Boat, and Recreation Show continues this weekend at Heritage Hall in Rupp Arena. You'll find plenty of ideas for enjoying the outdoors this spring and summer. You can zip line across Rupp Arena. That show is open from 9 until 9 tomorrow and 10 until 5 Sunday. For more information, just go to WKYT.com.
Are you going to demonstrate your kayaking ability?
I might try.
I'd like to see that.